This one comes from LifeSite News. University course asks students to observe children's sexual interactions in daycares. Just when you heard it on this show, we've seen it all and we've heard it all. Something else comes across our desk and we think, wow. So this is a college psychology course at the University of North Texas that covers sexuality during childhood and adolescence, including one presentation that, according to the course guide, is titled Sexual Pleasure and Response in Infants. And one of the things that the students are supposed to do is go on a field trip or to a daycare or a school playground, get permission obviously from the school before they come, and just sit and watch and observe the children and see what kind of touching the children engage in, and were there any overtly sexual interactions while they were observing these children.
It's just trying to normalize it. It's trying to say this is normal. From the time children are very, very young, this is okay. You know, it's not a problem. They even said a prompt basically for that the instructor should ask is, how or why is the term premarital sex problematic as it pertains to measuring adolescent sexual behavior? Not
is it?
Yeah. So basically they're saying, why is it problematic? They're not giving you the option of it not being problematic, but in other words, why is it problematic?
And the reason they say that is because it excludes a great deal of sexual behavior and presumes all or most people will marry. And clearly that's wrong. We don't want to presume that most people will get married, so we can't use that term.
It's basically an attack on what the Bible teaches. That's really what this is. And it's worse. You know, they're trying to condition children for sex.
It's a sexualization of children.
This is part of the pedophile movement. They call that cross-generational sex.
Just give it a new name.
That's what it is. They give a new name to it, and they're trying to entice kids into this sort of thing, and they're trying to justify it. Here's the thing. You go in there and you talk to 3-year-olds running around playing on a playground. They haven't thought about sex. And yet these are people who are trying to interpret some of their emotions and talking and you know, they're playing, a bunch of kids jump on the ground. Oh, well, they were touching each other. Look at that. You see, they're trying to interpret it that way. This is downright evil.
Well, trying to say it's in other words, it's just part of who we are. And so we're repressing that, you know, and we shouldn't do that. We should allow it to just be free and, you know, express ourselves this way.
Because we've seen other articles with people arguing that children are naturally sexual beings. So who are we to tell them that they shouldn't be able to express that? And that's just what they're trying to do.
Well, we let them choose their gender, so I mean, this is the next step. I mean,
it's deranged evil minds is what it is. I mean, think about this, guys. You need to understand there's a war on children.
Absolutely.
I mean, if they can't kill them through Planned Parenthood or any other abortion provider, then what are they going to try to do? They're going to try to destroy them sexually or with hormones, with transgender type stuff. There is a war on children. If we're not out there protecting children, they are going to get just slaughtered left and right, and they already are.
And that's part of why we do what we do here. We want children to know the truth of God's word. We want parents to know the truth of God's word, so they can bring their children up to know that. And that's very important in the culture that we live in today. So
someone says here they teach in California that pedophilia is just an orientation.
Yeah, we saw that in a news item recently. So we need to be definitely praying for this nation and as parents raising our children in the admonition of the Lord and helping them to base their thinking on God's word and pointing them towards the gospel.